Okay.
What is this for again?
This is so I can sync it up.
Doesn't make sense. It's bullshit.
I'm going to fondle my microphone a lot.
I don't know how to, because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get
Like right here is where I put my hand. Look. Right
There
here.
it is.
Yeah. Does that mean it stopped?
I don't know. It's your equipment.
It didn't do that last time, did it?
I don't remember. There's some kind of light.
Why is it doing that? Oh, I fucking hate everything. Fucking hate everything. That's the record button. It's on movie. Card full. I just put this card in here. All right. We have started.
You have topics?
Topics. Yes, I do have a topic. The new Superman logo. What do you think?
I like it.
Dynamite drop-in money. That broadcast school has really paid off.
You can barely see it.
Well, I mean, he put it out there, you know, just so you can kind of get the gist of it. I mean, they had the director's chairs had the logo on it. They leaked that, and
You know, we liked
was-
all the other ones. We always liked the look in the beginning.
that's
and the movie
true.
Sucked.
That's true.
So maybe
Like,
this is a good thing.
I was always
Maybe
getting
it'll look shitty, but it'll
right.
be good.
Like I was thinking of that because maybe it's the opposite this time because I was always excited
Yeah, they got the look
in the
right.
beginning. I'm like, oh, this looks really good, and then the movie was always like,
I mean, they spent too much time on the
well, I
look,
like them more than you did, but
but I was right in the end.
I mean, Man of Steel was good. Yes, it was, and Superman Returns has good qualities too.
It's just a remake.
Yeah, it was
bad remake.
it was an homage. It wasn't that bad. If you go back and watch it, it's not that bad.
It's hard to watch in the beginning.
It's not hard to watch. It's just there's not a lot of action. It's just there's not a lot of action.
Yeah, but that end is
just
stupid.
I thought it was cool when he picked up the.
Yeah, that's cool, but the whole
yeah.
other end part is dumb.
You're wrong. And the Superman, the Man of Steel costume was incredible.
He was alright.
And
A
he
little
was
too dark.
He was good.
It's like
yeah,
everything he does.
yeah, it was brighter in Justice League.
Yeah, well, because he fixed it because everyone said it was too dark.
Right. Well, he didn't fix it.
Snyder cut.
Josh Whedon fixed it, but then everyone hated Josh Whedon's cut, and now everyone loves the Snyder cut, which is superior. It's better. You ever see
It's
it?
good.
You watched the whole
watch
thing?
it with you, yeah.
We watched it together?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of that.
I watched it in black and white, too.
Oh, you watched the black and white one?
Yeah, the noir one.
Justice League Noir. What was the point of watching it in black and white?
You feel cooler.
Make
It's like
you feel
watching
more,
one of those stupid movies you like. with
more
that director.
artsy.
Yeah, it's like one of those, what's his name, that I hate.
How are you going to compare that to a Coen Brothers movie?
Because it's just a stupid thing to do. That doesn't make any difference.
Coen Brothers are geniuses.
Okay.
Okay. Don't just agree with me. I don't like that. Why? How can you not like The Big Lebowski? That's just
And
crazy.
if they didn't like it, I said it's overrated.
No, it's not. It's underrated,
You
if
know the
anything.
comments are going to get for that? Underrated?
Yeah.
It's not underrated.
You're worried about the comments?
I'm just saying you get a lot of bad comments. A lot of hate towards me.
I hope we have 3 people that are watching this that
I'm
hate
going to
you.
comment. He's an idiot.
I'll comment like, "What a douche."
You're a douche.
It'd just be us. It's just gonna be us commenting under this video. I don't know. I just don't know how you don't like those movies. Burn After Reading.
No, I won't watch it.
What do you mean you won't watch it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, like 5 minutes. I can't get through it. It's the same shit with that movie, his movie.
Anyway, back to Superman. They put ice on. Did you see ice on the? Yeah, I
Maybe
guess
that's
that just
the,
means Fortress of
that's what I
Solitude.
thought.
I was thinking maybe it could have a deeper meaning. But maybe it just means the fortress. But that's cool that we might see
Maybe
the
there'll
fortress.
be a fight there or something.
Yeah, because we didn't see the fortress in any of the Snyder films. We saw a mountain. The ship was in a mountain. It wasn't the Fortress of Solitude.
Not Man of Steel? Nothing?
No. Remember, his ship in Man of Steel was encased in an Arctic mountain.
Oh, yeah.
It was the ship, the
Another
Kryptonian
stupid
ship.
thing about that movie. What's wrong with him?
They were trying something different.
Oh, shitty?
You know what, guys?
Let's go shitty.
Let's do. Good has been done.
You know what he should do? He should do Watchmen 2.
Because that's all he's good for, is the Watchmen
He
movie.
was great. He
Great
directed
movie.
the
Should've
shit out
stopped.
of that movie.
Should have stopped after that. Should have retired.
I mean, I still think Watchmen is the single greatest comic book film ever made. I think it was the greatest movie ever made, comic book wise.
Did they ever do a sequel?
I mean, he didn't write that, so he just directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ever did a sequel in the comics to Watchmen?
Yes.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
The whole thing?
Doomsday Clock
Was that with Superman?
in the comics. Yes, with Superman.
They can't do that in the movies. Though.
No, well, they should, because
Maybe
that
they
was an
could.
amazing story. It was very Superman-centric. In fact, Superman
not
was
gonna do
basically the main character of
They
that
wouldn't do
series.
that, though.
It was great. It was a really great series. It's one of my favorite Superman stories, Doomsday Clock.
What happens if this Superman sucks? Then what do they do?
Okay, if this
You go
Superman
to John
sucks...
Favreau?
No,
You have
I
to have
no,
John
I know who
Favreau.
exactly you go. Do you go to Tom Taylor?
Don't know who that.
Tom, you don't know who that is.
That's a
Tom Taylor is
Deep cut nerd
he is the best Superman writer I've ever read in comics.
He can direct a movie.
No, but he could write the script. If he wrote a Superman movie, it would be the best Superman movie. He has the essence of Superman.
Does every script in a comic go to a movie? Translate into a movie? Doesn't mean it would translate.
No,
into
not
a
every, but
movie.
he knows how to write that character. He knows how to write Superman.
So why don't they get him?
Because it's just I don't know.
Who's
They
writing
look
this?
down on comic book writers
James
sometimes.
Gunn's not writing this.
Yeah,
Right?
he did.
Oh, he did.
He wrote the screenplay on this
Did
one.
he write Guardians of the Galaxy?
So yeah, James Gunn wrote Guardians movies.
He wrote.
So he
and
can write.
directed.
He wrote. I think he wrote Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper. Yeah.
Is that the right name?
Peacekeeper.
Wrong, sir. Wrong. You lose. Good day, sir.
Why does it sound not right?
The Peacekeeper.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Peacekeeper.
Right?
With John Cena.
It's
No,
way
I got
wrong.
you. I got you thinking it's wrong. Peacekeeper.
Keep saying it. It's gonna lose all meaning.
Yeah. He wrote that too. He's a good writer.
Yeah.
James
Do you think
Gunn's a
that's
good
gonna be the
writer.
style of the Superman movie? Like a funny.
He can't. I mean, it's got to have a little levity.
Everything he writes is like funny quips.
Listen,
and
it's
stuff.
okay. You got to have levity in every.
No, especially coming from that other. from
Yeah, it
neck
will
snapping
have. It
Superman.
will have. Neck snapping Superman sounds like a new action figure.
Neck
Look,
snap.
kids, neck snapping Superman.
Yay!
Yay!
Comes with the civilian.
I mean, I
Superman doesn't kill
understand
people. Superman doesn't kill people.
He killed Zod. That's
Doesn't
not
matter.
people.
It's his number one rule. You don't kill people.
Okay, but what was he going to do? Zod was going to kill that whole family.
What you do is you don't put a scene like that in the movie.
Yeah, okay. He could have also like.
He
Just,
wanted
why
to
didn't he
do
just
that.
tilt his
That's
head
like
up? Like, why didn't he just tilt his head
That's
up?
an FU at people. Like, I'm going to have him snap a neck.
I mean,
Fight
look.
me.
I mean, Batman is a mass murderer in films.
That's fine.
Like mass murderer. No,
know
he's got an even more stringent
I don't
rule.
even think people know his rule. I think people assume he does kill people.
No.
The layman's fan.
Batman is not supposed to kill people.
I know that, but I don't think like
That's like
the-
his whole thing because his parents were killed
but I
with a
don't
gun.
think- I
He's
don't-
not supposed to kill people.
I don't think the casual fan knows that about.
That's
Batman.
why the new Batman movie is the best Batman movie. That's the best Batman movie. The
wouldn't argue
Robert
that.
Pattinson, the Batman, is the best Batman
I sent
movie
you that thing about
ever
the
made.
arc of it. You probably don't remember, but
No. What was it?
that the way he sees victims as it goes through, or the people he's helping. Like at the end, it's with him with that little girl. I'd have to go watch it again.
Oh, okay.
It's the arc of the movie is very, eccentric to the story.
Right. Yeah, but I mean that film. Someone broke it down the other day. I don't know. I think it was on Instagram or like an Instagram reel or something like that, where they broke down the best part. And my favorite part of that whole movie is when he's in the Gotham Square Garden. At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Madison Square Garden Gotham version. And he's leading the crowd out with, I guess he's got like a torch or something.
Yeah, I sent
he's
you that. That's
leading
what I
them
sent
out.
you.
Okay, you sent it to me.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
okay.
what- yeah.
So he's leading them out,
Yeah.
and then he's helping them up, and they're all looking at him as a hero.
Right.
That's the best part of that
Right.
movie.
It was the beginning of the movie. The guy he helps in the alley.
Right.
Is scared of him.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I sent you that.
Yeah.
That's
He
what
is- first he's vengeance,
Right.
and then he realizes that vengeance isn't enough. He's got to
Yeah.
be a hero. That no other Batman movie addressed that. None. I mean, even the Tim Burton movies, which we love, and
The Tim Burton movie.
He murdered so many people in those movies. Especially the first one where he drops the bomb in the
Didn't he throw someone off a
Axis
ledge?
Chemicals.
Didn't he throw
Kills
someone off the
everybody. Yeah, he throws
At the
people off
end?
ledges. He killed people all day long in that
Batman
film.
should kill people.
No, he should not.
That's fits the character better.
No, what do you
He's a
mean it fits
badass.
the character better?
He's a cool badass.
Okay, then why
scary
doesn't he
guy.
just carry a gun?
He does in some of them.
No, he didn't. There was a thing in the comics, I think, where he gets rid of.
Doesn't Thomas Wayne carry a gun?
Well,
when they do the
yeah,
Infinite?
because that's an alternate version.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You've done it.
Well,
kind
don't say just saying. I hate that shit. Don't say just saying. Just
So,
say. I'm going to
technically-
say this, but it's not going to really mean anything.
Technically, a Batman carried a gun.
Yeah, his father in an alternate
Batman
reality,
carried a
he was
gun.
more violent because he lost
but
his
he
kid.
was Batman.
Yes, he was
They
Batman
called him
of
Batman,
an alternate,
correct?
the Flashpoint reality.
They called him Batman, correct?
yes,
And he had a gun.
because
Rest my
because
case.
that's correct. You've made a point.
Yes.
No, you have not made a point. There's been no point there.
Batman should kill people.
That's what I'm sticking with. Batman should murder. Why should he murder? That would make the
He's
character.
angry.
Then how is he different than the Joker?
Because Batman's not a symbol of, well, he's a symbol, but not of hope. He's a symbol of vengeance.
Yeah, but he is a symbol of hope, though. That's what he realized at the end of that movie. He has
that's
to
not-
give hope to the city
Not
in
the
order to
comics.
save it. Otherwise, it falls into darkness. Yeah, that's right. See, and even the Bale movies, he didn't kill anyone. He didn't kill anyone in the Bale
Not
movies.
accidentally.
No, there was no killing in the Bale movies. No, but they didn't have that. They didn't have that piece of. I mean, they had some of that where Batman was a hopeful character, maybe near the end of the last one. But I think that the Batman really got that. Plus, the Batman is the most realistic version. If someone actually had the money to do it,
Yeah, because he's not. The
that's
suit's not.
yeah.
perfect.
He's young. He's only
But
what
it
year
looks
3.
like he made it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he made it, but it looks like he made it with
Not
very
in a bad way.
expensive
Yeah, no,
materials.
not in a bad way, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like all Hollywooded
Yeah,
up.
well, yeah, but it's I think it's year 3 or something like
Yeah.
that for him. He's very young, so I mean, as it goes, the next one he'll probably have the suit will get better, the car will get better. You know, he'll probably. I'm hoping maybe he meets Lucius Fox as a young person, where he helps him with tech, because I mean, and that's the other thing. It also showed that he's pretty smart.
Is Lucius in the movies? In the comics?
Yes, yeah, and his son is the new Batman.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, if you knew that, then why did you?
I know
just
his
ask
son's the new Batman. I don't know if that was a new thing they stuck him in after the movie.
that? No. His Lucius Fox is in the comics.
All right.
Yeah. So.
I was warranted question.
Yes, he's in there.
I don't care anymore.
So I think that I don't know that picture that was out there that
just a picture.
was fake. Yeah, well,
Keep
it was
telling me.
AI. When I started to zoom in on, I should have. I mean, I know how to spot an AI photo.
Yeah, when you looked at it for long enough, it didn't look.
I mean, it
His
was so
legs
stupid.
were
I just
like
got
chicken
so
legs.
excited, like, oh my god, there it is. But
Yeah, chicken legs
if you
in it,
look,
too.
because I've been doing digital photography forever since its inception. So if you look in on it, AI is still not great at hands, and if you can see
Why is that?
hands are difficult even for artists. I mean, there's something with hands and feet.
AI can get-
it's not perfect yet.
That's
if you
the
look
downfall
in,
of AI,
yeah,
the
if you
hands.
look in on the hands of the photographer on the right, his thumb is like way too thick, and his hand on the other side is like bent in a weird
Feet
way.
too? Can I do feet?
Hands and feet are a good way to look at it, and sometimes also you see with details like there was some kind of like. I don't know, some kind of piece of equipment or boom mic on the side. It was just floating. It wasn't. it didn't connect anywhere.
That'd be a funny end to a movie with AI, like an end of days
And then
movie.
also in the logo, the S, you can see that there was a little bit of a
Who's looking that camera?
of a jigger in there where it did. Well, careful.
Say that
I
slowly.
said jigger. It was I pronunciated it. Okay, and I get canceled on the first episode.
That's a hard ER.
There's a little bit of a. No, I don't even want.
You
I don't
needed
want to say.
There's got to be another name for it. Thingam.
It was uneven. It was
There you go.
uneven. Okay, so you can if you zoom in on these things, you could spot like the Harley Quinn ones. Did you see the fake Harley Quinn ones back? Those were ridiculously bad.
Well, 'cause
like the
AI's got
glasses
better.
weren't even connected to her. Like it looked like an arm was missing. Those are so it's not there yet. You can still
The
still
funny
spot them as fake.
end of days movie, like the end when to defeat the AI, they ask it to draw hands. That's the downfall. Worst end to a movie ever.
It just loses
Like
all.
a really dramatic movie the whole way, and then that's the end.
Draw hands, and it just explodes.
It overheats.
It blows up. The end. Roll credits.
The fuck?
What else?
When's it come out?
When's Man of Steel? The Man of Steel. It's just called They changed the name.
Yeah, no, Superman.
It's
I
just
like
called
that
Superman now, not Legacy. It dropped
They
the
probably
Legacy.
knew that. You don't think he knew that was going to happen?
I thought Legacy was a good name, actually.
Yeah, it's just be Superman.
Just Superman.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't know what the Superman guy's going to do.
No, we don't. He looks good. Looks
Have you
like
seen
Superman.
anything he was in?
I have not that I know of. I might have
anybody?
seen something, but I don't know if I've never heard of him until he was cast as Superman. But he's got the build 6'3".
He looks good. Like, he's not
6'3".
crazy. He's not like
No.
a Man of Steel big.
I mean, have you seen the Christopher Reeve
Christopher Reeve didn't look like he was.
No, he was skinny.
I know.
And Nicholas Hoult, I think, will be a good Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
I think he'll be very good.
be better than the last.
Oh no, that wasn't Jesse Eisenberg's fault. That was bad.
That's a choice he made to.
I guess.
the
Well, you
role.
know what he did. I mean, you know what they hired
is
Jesse
his fault.
Eisenberg, and he played a Jesse Eisenberg type.
You just played Jesse Eisenberg.
I mean,
as
that's
Lex
what he
Luthor.
does. You know, so maybe they just cast the wrong guy, and he's a great actor. But that was probably not
He's
the
in a
role
good
for him.
scary movie.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's very good, but that was
I get
probably the
the name of
wrong role for him. Nicholas Hoult, though, can play.
He could have played it. If he played it differently, he would have been a good Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
I think.
everyone wants the Superman animated series Lex Luthor. That's what everyone wants. You know, that demeanor,
Or the
that stoic
Smallville Lex
style.
Luthor.
Well, I mean, yeah, that guy was available. I heard him on a podcast saying he gets
Yeah,
upset.
James Gunn on the podcast.
I know. And he threw it out there like, but it's not right for me, right? That was funny. I wish they would have just hired Rosenbaum because he's the greatest Lex Luthor of all time.
And he fits. Well, he doesn't fit the age, but he looks the age.
He's perfect. He's perfect in every way. His demeanor, the way he
but
talks.
I don't know if he fits the age.
But
of
I
what they're
don't
trying
know
to
if like you couldn't separate him. Like, okay, so if you have him in a movie, does this movie recognize the Smallville universe? Like that's
do.
the
You don't have
problem.
to do that.
I know, but people have a problem disassociating. You know, he was already the Smallville Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
But this
Well,
Nicholas Hoult, though,
how many times is
Nicholas
Marvel,
Hoult can play that kind of very detached, stoic kind of character.
If that's how he's playing it, who knows how?
I
He's
hope
playing
he
it.
is. I don't know
He's
how
gonna
he's
make
playing
a choice.
Well, we'll
You
see.
know how that usually goes.
We'll see how we'll see how he's playing it. I hope my
They'll do fat
favorite
Lex Luthor.
my favorite Lex Luthor is the one from the animated series. That you know, and of course Rosenbaum because that was actually very
Gene
similar.
Hackman.
Gene Hackman was Gene Hackman. I mean, for the time for that period, he was the biggest star of that movie. He was the number one bill of that movie was Gene Hackman. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. It was
Well, he's not number one on the thing.
no. It was Marlon Brando.
Is
That's
Gene
who he got
Hackman
paid the
on?
most. Yeah, he's number 2 to Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah, too.
Yeah. But besides Marlon Brando, I think it was Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, then Christopher Reeve in the credits.
What had he done at that point?
No, nothing. He was
Nothing,
unknown. Right.
Wasn't he a soap opera actor or something?
I don't know if Christopher Reeve was. Maybe he was. I don't know.
Someone who played Superman was.
Yeah, Brandon Routh was a
Brandon Routh
soap
was,
opera
yeah.
actor. Yeah, he was in those. But no, I think Nicholas Hoult has a good shot at being very good at that. They got I'm a little nervous because they got a lot of people in this thing. They got Metamorpho. I mean,
People no
that's
one's heard of.
a cool character. But I don't know how much
Lantern?
Green
How
Lantern,
does that
Guy
go?
Gardner's in this. You know,
Maybe they're just little.
they got Mr. Terrific is in this. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, hopefully it's just like they
Well,
see
it's
him
not
for a little
a-
bit because he's
not
already
an origin
established. Not an
story.
origin story, right? So you know what?
When you
People are
half the
complaining.
movie
People
with
are
a campfire.
complaining that it's like, oh, there's too many characters. But if it's not an origin story, that means the other characters
story. It's a whole
around him
story.
already exist. So they kind of have to be.
They've never done that. Because
Right.
they can't get to it too.
They can't get right. They can't get through like part
No.
2, right?
The one time they
Right.
did, they had the
And they have to
sun
keep
guy.
starting over. No, this Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man.
That was the only other thing you've ever
Nuclear
seen.
Man. That's the worst movie. Number 4 is like the worst movie.
It's like Rocky 3. They tried to make Rocky 3 in space.
Rocky 3 is great.
No,
What are
I
you
know,
talking
but they
about?
tried to make like that kind of a movie, like just like it was all glitz and stuff. It was, you know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but
you know
it was.
Rocky 3 is.
I would compare Superman 4 more to Rocky 5, which was
'cause it
horrible.
sucked.
Yeah, very bad. There was you ever see the deleted Nuclear Man scenes?
Yeah.
There was a original Nuclear Man apart from the one that was in there.
Yeah.
A prototype. And that's how which actually with it in there, it makes that movie make more sense because they show that little scene where Lex shows the organic material
Yeah,
of
I saw
Nuclear
that.
Man. Yeah. And that's what he collected from the original Nuclear Man that Superman beat up or actually destroyed. He actually punches him in that movie. So that actually made more sense, but it's still horrible.
Yeah.
Perry White When you think about
Can't talk about that.
when you think about
You have to
Perry
edit
White,
that.
what Perry White? They
He's
got
white.
Perry White's being played by
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
that guy's great.
He's
What's
got one
his
of those
name?
careers.
Wendell
I didn't read.
something. Wendell.
He's been in
something.
everything.
He was in The Wire.
Oh yeah, he was in the.
He was in The Wire, man. Yeah.
So he's old.
That guy was great. He's a very good actor. I just can't wait to read the shit on the. Why is Perry White black? Perry White can't. Newspaper people can't be black. Like I'm gonna find. It's gonna be on
I'm sure
there.
they're already up there. When did that come out?
I think it was today. Yeah.
So yeah, read tonight.
I heard it today. I'm gonna look for it.
Well, the word woke is in there somewhere.
Yeah, yo, woke it. Yeah, right. That's what
Woke
they.
Perry
Well, that's what
White.
they hide behind. They
Yeah.
don't want to say
No.
what they really mean.
Right. They don't
So
wanna
they
say the
go,
N-word.
"Oh, Black Perry White, woke. Here's the more woke stuff." It's Perry White. Gives a shit. Cares about what race Perry White is. I mean,
Otherwise,
it's
the whole cast
ridiculous.
is white.
Right.
Can't do
And the Lois Lane is the best casting of the whole film.
Jewish Lois Lane.
Right.
Well,
she's not Jewish.
Oh, she's not?
Rachel Brosnan is not Jewish.
I thought she
No,
was.
she just plays a good Jewish. Yeah. I mean, all she has to do is play Mrs. Maisel and like pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Christian Mrs. Mason.
just take the Jewish down a little bit, back up and then you got
Little
perfect
more
Lois
Jesus.
Lane. I mean, no, you know what I hope they do though in this movie? I hope they show her army background a little bit. Like I want her. I want to see her like beat like the shit out of somebody. You know, I want because Lois Lane knows how to fight in the comics. She's an army
Yeah,
brat. She grew up
Smallville.
right in small. That's the greatest Lois Lane so far. Is Erica Durant's hands down.
Better than
Margot Kidder?
Margot Kidder?
Yes, easily. Yeah, Erica
definitely
Durant.
better than the other one.
Erica Durant's was the best Lois Lane. That show had the best Lex Luthor and the best Lois Lane
And a good Superman.
of all time. I mean, I have no problem with Tom Welling. He was very
actually,
good.
the parents were really good too. The whole cast was really good.
Yeah, it was. The cast was it was the Lana was good. Yeah. And actually that Laura Vandervoot was Supergirl. She was very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember her? She was good in that too. That was a great show. I mean, probably went on a little too long, but
Was it 6-7 years?
yeah, well, I mean, Rosenbaum got out when the original writers left. Because they were like, we're done. It's like, I'm done too. Probably was a smart thing. They probably went on a couple of seasons too long. But I mean, it was successful. It had good ratings. So it kept going. But I definitely think Durant's was the best Lois. I think Rachel Brosnan has the potential to be the hands down best Lois Lane of all time. If she,
We'll see.
if the script is good and she has good, good lines. The problem with Kevin Spacey,
There's a lot of.
that's a lot.
You know what
That's
I think?
a whole show.
You know what I think the problem is with Kevin Spacey? He doesn't pick good scripts.
Everyone was excited when Kevin Spacey
He played a good Lex Luthor.
He was good, but he had
Say what you will about Kevin Spacey.
He's been
Would you go
involved.
see another movie with him?
I mean, I guess you got to separate. I mean, I listen to Michael Jackson music, and
did nothing?
I don't know what. I don't know
Was
that.
R. Kelly? There's
I
tape
never
of
was
that.
a big R. Kelly fan, actually, so it's not relevant to me.
But I am a fan of P. Oddly enough.
P is one of my favorite things, though, so I'm conflicted.
Not in R. Kelly.
But what was I saying? Oh no, what did I say? What was before R. Kelly? What was before the P?
R. Kelly, P. Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, right? He didn't have any. He had zero great lines.
But he was good. He probably could have.
He didn't have anything to say in that movie. He didn't have good line. Wasn't a good script, so he didn't really have a lot to say, and he played it as best he could. But he was still a good. He was all about that role. He got into it.
Yeah, well, they thought it was going to be a big thing.
Yeah, I still that
I think
scene
it made money, didn't it?
It made money.
made good
Yes,
money.
that
'Cause everyone
movie.
went to
That
see
movie
it.
made profit, 100%.
It was still summer
That
movies.
scene though in Superman Returns where he stabs Brandon Routh with the kryptonite
Oh, yeah.
shiv.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's still pretty hardcore. That scene when I
Hardcore
watch it,
than
I'm like,
snapping someone's neck.
no. But as far as a villain with Superman, that was pretty hardcore. That scene.
Okay.
And then he breaks it off too in like prison style. And then they're beating him and shit like that. That was pretty. And that was hard to watch. Superman getting beat like that.
Yeah.
It was that. My favorite part of the movie is from that point on to when he lifts up the island.
Yeah. That movie has good.
And they play the
art.
mix of the new soundtrack with the old John Williams theme in it. That's my favorite part of that movie.
There better be a John Williams. Did they already do the theme?
I don't think they're John Williams they're using that theme in this movie.
That's
That's
stupid.
Actually, look it up. They already hired the.
They're not going to use the real Superman theme. They're not going to do what Man of Steel did.
So they already got John Murphy.
Who's he? You said that you don't even know who he is.
I don't.
So you just said it like you knew who he was. That was stolen valor. John Murphy. Like you said, like you know the guy. My buddy, John Murphy.
Stolen Valor. Maybe that's the name of the show.
Stolen Valor. I like that. I like it better than
I think we'll get a lot of letters, or maybe not, because no one's watching.
Being honest. A lot of letters. You write a letter in.
Okay, so no, he did John Val. He did Kick Ass. That was good music in Kick Ass.
I don't remember the music.
You don't remember? Kick Ass is great.
And I thought it had like rock music.
Rock music.
Isn't that like rock and roll, like heavy metal music?
No, but the score though. I'm not talking about the music that was. I'm not
memorable score.
Yeah, it was. I liked the score of Kick Ass. Kick Ass was good. The Suicide Squad, the good one with James Gunn. So he worked with them before, so that's why probably hard. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well, yeah,
he used him with that. I mean, everyone's got to come up. First of all, you think no one can do a Superman theme besides John Williams.
You don't mess with the theme though. That's the theme.
You have to
like in Man of Steel,
music.
you couldn't tell what that was.
Listen,
there was no hint of the theme.
Hans Zimmer did a great job with Superman's theme.
Bum.
No, he's a bum. Hans Zimmer's Superman theme was very good.
Awful.
No, it was not.
You couldn't even tell it was the Superman theme.
What do you mean you couldn't tell?
You had to like really listen. It was
That theme,
sounded like a completely
the
different
theme
song.
of those, his Superman's theme in those movies was very good.
No,
it was very well done.
I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
Because it didn't sound like the Superman theme.
It didn't sound like John Williams' score.
Yeah, that's the Superman theme.
Okay, but don't you think maybe John Williams'
Do
score...
the thing I came to see. Do the thing I came to see. That's the problem with these movies. Right?
It can't
just do the thing.
Listen, when you do all fan service, you get the force.
Bullshit. Marvel does it. Marvel does fan service up and down.
Yeah, but when you do a whole movie of fan service, you get the what was the last Star Wars movie called? The Rise of Skywalker. You get that. That's all fan service.
Marvel does it. You can do the basics.
What do you mean?
Just the basics. Give me the basics.
Okay, but that score is my favorite. But it's.
I'm glad it was your favorite.
But it's 40 years old. I mean,
don't care how old it is.
It can be. Maybe they can mix it in somewhere, like they did in Superman Returns. They mixed it in. It sounded really good, actually.
Yeah, it was a little better.
It was really good.
Yeah, just do the Don Williams theme.
I hope they use it at some point. I do. But this guy's gonna want to make his own theme.
That's the problem. It's always the problem.
That someone wants to put their own mark
want to do
on
their
it.
own
Right.
thing.
Sometimes that gets.
It's already done the right way.
Right.
Like it's like saying I'm going to do math
I think James
this
Gunn
way.
is looking to make a Superman movie, not his Superman movie. I think he gets it.
Fine. Then
I
he's
hope
going to
so.
use the John Williams theme.
I hope he. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe he'll mix it in. I hope he does. I hope it gets mixed in because it sounded really good in Superman Returns when they mixed it in with more current music. It sounded excellent.
It's going to suck. It's going to suck.
You're
I'm not staying for the full movie this time. If it sucks, I'm getting up.
You're gonna
through
walk out.
And I'm walking out in protest.
Bullshit.
And then you'll see it, and the other guy is.
You're Randy Quaid in Major League 2.
Turn the lights on. Let's get the bulldozers in here and turn this place into a parking lot.
I'll go see it. If it sucks halfway through, I'm out. I'll get up and go see Fast and Furious 15.
Oh, did you hear that? That he said the next one, part 2.
What do you mean next
one? Fast X.
I thought it was 10.
It is, but it's called Fast X Part 2, and that's the last one.
This movie is 10 is 2 movies?
Listen, all I want to know is where does Tokyo Drift take place?
Everything's before Tokyo Drift.
Everything.
I'm in the middle of 10. Is there like a cliffhanger?
Yes. Oh. Yes, there's a cliffhanger.
You saw it already?
Yeah, it's good actually. I liked it.
I'm at the part where he's at the bridge. Is that close to the end? And he just shot Brie Larson.
Yeah, that's near the end. Right.
Hmm.
That's near the end.
Is this the first movie that Hans is back from the dead?
No.
He was back a couple
No.
movies ago?
Yeah, don't ask me which one, but
Why'd they bring Gal Gadot back?
well, I mean, finish the movie.
Oh.
Watch the movie.
Oh, she comes back?
I didn't say
she
that.
saves the day?
Watch the movie.
Woke. Woman.
They just use it for everything. You can
Is
use
she
it for
Wonder
that.
Woman?
Yeah, she comes back as Wonder Woman. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
they just throw her
How
in
cool
as
would
Wonder
that
Woman.
It would fit right in with one of those stupid movies.
Would you blink an eye? Right?
Wonder Woman's in that universe. It's fine.
Actually, in that movie, if you count all the Marvel DC people in Fast
Oh, there's a lot
X,
of them.
there's a whole shit ton of
like
people.
work together.
You got Groot, right? You got
him too.
yeah, you got Groot. You got
Aquaman.
Peacemaker.
Peacekeeper?
No, Peacemaker.
Yeah. Did you say
Peacemaker.
Peacekeeper in the beginning?
I don't know. I don't remember. Peacekeeper. It's not Peacekeeper. Peacemaker.
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 It's amazing the incredible amount of time you put into this presentation and how incredibly shitty it still is.
You got
Brie Larson.
Gal Gadot, Brie Larson. Who
Jason
else?
Momoa.
Jason Momoa, right?
I think that's it.
What's the other guy's name? He never did anything superhero yet. The Transporter.
Oh, no.
What's his name?
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Statham. Statham never did any superhero films yet, right? Oh, he should totally be in something.
He's got to be like a karate guy. Could have been Shao Shin.
I could see him as a Batman villain, right? Couldn't you see him as a Batman villain? Like Black Mask or something like that?
I guess. He's not a big guy. He's very.
No, he's not a big guy, but he's intimidating, though.
Oh, yeah, sure.
When I was reviewing movies, this thing is shaking. Maybe I need to tighten something. It's like shaking this way.
Stop touching it.
Stop touching it, it'll get infected. I don't think this is tight.
That's what
Let's do a mic tutorial show. Because we're so good at setting all this up.
Mine's fine.
Yeah? Okay.
Maybe it's you.
It's always me. Okay. When I was doing movie reviews for that website a long time ago, they would send me Blu-rays, and they'd send me so many shitty movies. But there was a Statham movie in there. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was one where he was poisoned,
Oh, I've
and he
seen
had
that
to.
one. The
what was it?
Transporter or something.
No, that was his. That was Transporter was one of the good ones,
Oh, yeah.
right? Or maybe it was Transporter.
Maybe
Maybe
one
you're
of the
right.
Transporters.
It was one where he got.
He's like a driver in one
He
of
got
them.
injected with something,
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
gotta-
gonna blow up,
yeah,
or he's gonna
gotta get it out.
die.
He's got to get like.
He's
find
got
something.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen that
remember
one.
what it was though.
That was that was crazy movie.
That was very
I don't think
crazy.
that was part of those movies.
No, they all sound the same. You know what? You know what Statham is? Statham is the modern day and better Steven Seagal. Because like all his movies have those like one word. Like Steven Seagal had those one word movies.
but he's way
they
more.
all meshed together. You couldn't really tell the difference. That's what Statham is now. But Statham is enjoyable to watch. Where Steven Seagal was like,
Well, because he's good.
yeah, Steven Seagal is like, this guy is just getting. I mean, he's just ridiculous. Like
He lives in Russia now.
I mean, not like against fat people,
Well, it
but
sounds like it.
but for an action guy, an action hero.
Fat people can do action.
Okay. I'm canceled.
See, look at
That's
that.
it. I'm canceled. That's it.
There's no fat action people. Can you even say fat?
Are there overweight action people?
I bet you there's a bunch we're not thinking of. Well, Denzel's not the skinniest guy. He got a little
Listen,
belly.
Denzel's got clout. He can do whatever he wants. Okay, it's the greatest actor of all time. He can do anything he wants. I'll watch it. No, Vincent D'Onofrio. He moves around very well, and he's a big guy.
Yes.
He's a great kingpin. Just like that's as
But he's
as
not
good a casting.
an action star.
Don't you agree though that was as good a casting as you could have got for Kingpin?
Yeah, well, who
like
else
who
were
would
you
have been
gonna get?
better? He is the best
Yeah.
for that role. I mean, so intense, and he put that voice he puts on, perfect.
As good as
Perfect.
Michael Clark Duncan.
That was just not good. Michael Clark Duncan's like too nice, that whole movie was a tragedy. I mean, that's just one of the worst superhero films of all time. The original Daredevil. Only saving grace was you got to look at Elektra for some of the movie.
Bullseye. What's
Oh,
his
that
name?
was terrible. Colin Farrell, who
Farrell.
I like, but that was terrible. That was bad. That tattoo on his head. The
the target.
brutal. That
like
was
Hellraiser.
brutal. That one of the worst superhero movies ever.
They were just starting them out.
Yeah, I heard that she is in gonna be in Deadpool and Wolverine as Elektra.
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna be in that.
Everyone's gonna be in that movie.
gonna be
I
a
can't
scene-
wait for that movie.
It's gonna be like a Flash scene where they just like show a bunch
But
of
it's
people.
gonna be good. It's gonna be like the Flash, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the, just throw everything in there. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really, really good.
I wonder what the
But there's
runtime
gonna
is.
be people.
I wonder what the runtime's gonna be on.
There's gonna be people that it was too much comedy. Fucking Deadpool,
all
man.
comedy.
It's gonna be funny.
Who would say that?
It's gonna be funny, and it's also
course
gonna
it is.
break the record for R-rated box
I can't believe
office.
Disney's doing an R-rated.
Yeah. And they won't get any
Gotta be
credit.
good. It's
They
gotta
won't
be
get
good.
any credit for it, though. They'll get no credit. They only people
No.
like to bitch about Disney. They don't like give them any credit for any of the things they've done, which is including all of the MCU. Okay, there were only 2 Marvel movies out before Disney took over, so the rest of it was all Disney movies.
And also that even Star Wars, if you don't like the movies, the
Yeah.
whole universe they've created.
Listen,
and the shows now are because of those movies.
We are not the target audience for those last 3 Star Wars movies. Okay, the
I don't think
younger
they were good, but
I think
were
they were. I think they
terrible.
had merit. I think they were good. And I like Rey. I think she's a good character. And they're doing.
it's not bad.
I think she's a good character, and I think that
They're doing a
the new movie
movie,
they
yeah,
do
which
they
I already
make
heard.
with her is going to be good. I think it's going to be. It's going to do for her movie is going to do for those sequels what the Clone Wars and stuff and all this stuff, this supplemental material coming out. I mean, remember the prequels? Everyone hated them. Everyone hated those movies,
they like 'em.
like really bad. Those got shit on over and over. They said those movies made. Everyone said George Lucas should go and sell it. Well, he did, and now you hate that too because all those kids that grew up with the prequels, they're all in the age where they have access to they're putting their opinions out there. So now that was their Star Wars, And remember the original trilogy people were shit. Not me because I loved them, but that group shit on the prequels over and over. They said it was bad right from the first one. They said the merchandise was shit, Jar Jar Binks, all that. They hated every last second of it, right? And now they're classics. Now they're classics. And the assholes who like those movies now are shitting on the sequels like no one learned anything. No one learned the fucking thing. So give it time. Give it 20 years. The kids who grew up with these 3 Star Wars films, that's their Star Wars because they like those movies. They like Rey. They like Poe, who's a great character. And when they get old enough, the same thing will happen again. Those will become
I
classics.
think they'll do a movie with like all the show people and the movie people together.
Well, I mean, they said that
that's all gonna come together?
Mandalorian is getting a movie.
No, but you think it's all going to come together?
Yeah, they're calling it the Filoni verse, because
Yeah.
he's
Will
responsible
there be
for
a
all this
movie
stuff.
with all of them in it?
I hope so.
Like
I hope
that's
so.
the new group?
Yeah. Well, they could do it with Mandalorian. They could throw Ahsoka in there because it's the same time period. So they could throw Ahsoka in there. Ahsoka was great. That was a great series.
Well, no, but Mandalorian, I mean, that happens way before the new movies. So you
Yes,
couldn't-
yes,
so you
it does.
couldn't- yeah.
Well, there's still that gap where you don't understand what happened. Why did the New Republic fall? So that's what Andor is addressing. That's what not Andor. That's what Ahsoka is addressing. Ahsoka is addressing why did the New Republic fall? Because the first thing I saw in the crawl for Force Awakens, it's like a bunch of rebels. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. It's been 30 years. What happened? How did they lose it again? That pissed me off more than that pissed
They
me
went
off
through
more
all
than-
that. and then
Right,
you
they
lost
went
it
through all
again.
that and they just lost it again.
can't
That
run
pissed me off
things.
more than anything is that they started Force Awakens and they were still just a band of rebels. But if you watch, it's not a well received cartoon, but Star Wars Resistance. You can watch that on Disney Plus. That was Filoni's too. He made that cartoon. He wrote that. They show a little bit more in detail why the New Republic fell apart, and it's very interesting. And then they're continuing that in Ahsoka, showing what happened. How did this happen again? So I like the political stuff in Star Wars, especially Andor. You watched Andor, right?
Yeah, I didn't like Andor. I think I just like to say it because it pisses you off. I may like
You
it.
didn't like Andor?
It was a little boring. It was a little slow.
A little boring?
Yeah, that's what I said. A little boring.
Please tell me you watched.
It was good. Like, I know it was good. Like,
You watched all the episodes.
quality-wise. Yeah.
And you find it a little
It was
boring.
a little slow for me. I think
Okay,
it was good.
but in
it's
the
just not
s-
for me. I don't
But
mean it's
in
bad.
the slow parts, you didn't feel like the tension and the.
Some of
It's
it.
more
I
of
think
a
some of it's too
dialogue
long.
heavy. It's like if Quentin Tarantino did Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Maybe.
The dialogue was very good.
Not Quentin Tarantino good.
Yeah, it was. That guy is great. That writer.
Yeah, not on that level.
Tony Gilroy wrote Andor. He's amazing.
Again, as you know, like you know him.
No, I do. Tony
What did he
Gilroy.
do?
Tony Gilroy did. He did Rogue. Well, he did Rogue One.
I like Rogue One.
Rogue One's great. He wrote Born Legacy, Michael Clayton, Born Identity, Born Supremacy, Proof of Life. He's very good with dialogue, and his current stuff is his best work. But if they let him do more Star Wars, I would give him a trilogy. I would give Tony Gilroy a trilogy
hand
to
them
write.
out, huh?
Just hand them out, yeah. But I would let him write a trilogy. He knows how to
As long as
write.
Favreau's overseeing it.
Yeah, and then you have those guys overseeing it a lot now. They said I think they promoted Filoni now to he's at the same level as Kathleen Kennedy now. They're
Wasn't-
equals now.
See what
Give
he do
him-
with DC.
well, I think they
See how
gave-
good he really is.
I think they gave DC to a good person. James Gunn is very good. I think he's gonna. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because I loved his other stuff.
If this movie shits the bed, no Superman anymore.
We're not getting anything.
Take it away.
Forever. Yeah.
I mean, who's
Yeah.
going to touch it after this?
I know.
Who's going to want to touch it?
I
It would
know.
have to be a Favreau.
This has to be
someone.
good. It has to work.
Yeah.
This movie has to work.
For our lifetime.
It just has to. Like this can't be bad.
That first Superman movie was what, 1970?
78.
So it's been
You want to do the math? How do you do that
45?
math? How do you do that math? How do you
78?
get to it?
78?
How do you
Okay,
do it? No,
here you
I
go.
want to hear the process.
78 to 80 is 2.
Yeah. You start
You
with
got
the
those.
little amounts.
Yeah, you got the 2.
You got the
Those
2.
are yours. You put that aside. That's for you later.
You put that.
80 to 2000 is 20.
Yeah.
Now you got 22.
Right.
2024 is now 24.
We're all going on
22
this
plus
journey
24.
with you.
22 plus 24.
Yeah.
I'm not done.
Right.
2 plus 4 is 6.
You've lost
20
me.
plus 20 is 4. 46 years.
46. Right. Let's see if I do it my way. Yes, so what I do is 78 to 2028. That's in the future.
stupid.
That's wrong. 78 to 2018 is automatic 50
Well, how'd you do that so quick?
because 7 to 2. If you go from any 7 to 2, if you go from 27 to 32, that's 5. I already have that in my head. Is 7 to 2 is 5.
That's like backwards math.
Well, I figured it out faster than you, right?
fine, but-
So that's an automatic
Yeah.
50.
Mine was more fun.
No, it's an automatic 50, and then you got 8 to 2, which is 4. 18 to 2022. So that's
How
4.
ridiculous.
So that's 4.
What a
That's 54 years.
Ridiculous way to do math.
54 years.
No, I got 45.
Well, you were wrong. See? That's why you're wrong.
Split the difference.
Your math was wrong. 78 to 2024 is 54 years. God damn.
So you
Wait, that's wrong.
I told you.
I have to edit all that out. Because
told
now I look
you.
like an idiot.
I was right
All
the
I had
first
to
time.
do.
You didn't do math
All I
right.
had to do. Wait, why didn't that work? 78 to 18.
78 to 18. Why
Yeah.
would you do that?
78 to 18.
You might as well be building a rocket ship, bro.
88, 98, 08, that's 30. Oh, and then it's 40, yeah. Right.
So my way is a better way.
You got it
Zero.
right. Yeah. Right. I was way off. Way off by 10 years. I added too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So who's better at math?
I forgot the topic. What were we talking about? Why were we talking about?
When Superman.
Yeah, why were we
when it
talking
was
about how
out.
old it was?
Something else was old. Okay. We should call it a senior moment, this podcast. We were saying that.
I don't remember. Nope, it's gone.
That's
It's gone
forever.
Forget it.
It's done.
Just forget it. Who cares? I think this is a good time to end the show. Let's end on that. Let's end on senility.
What?
Huh?
Senility. Don't
Yeah.
make words up. Senility. What does that mean?
It's a real word.
I'll look it up.
All right.
S.
All right, bye.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Lights. Oh, right.
DM
All that
me if you're
stuff.
hot. I'm going to say that, everyone. We have to have a sign. Because you like that.
Sign off?
Yeah.
What's the sign off? We could have a sign off. Maybe we should.
Something cool, at least. Just
something
like later
cool.
or peace or, you know. not
If
just like-
if anyone is watching this, put that in the comments what our sign off should be.
Don't get the sign-offs from them.
No? It would be
It's going to be like, blow me. That's going to be the comments.
blow me by.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to
Think of a
something.
sign
Well, you
off.
just do it naturally. When you get better at it, maybe.
Right. All right. Well, think of a sign off.
Mhm.
Should we look?
Jesus
should we?
loves you.
Maybe you should stare into your camera, and we'll do a split screen.
I never like look into the camera.
That's all
Do
right.
we
It
have to
gets
do
you
that?
anyway. But yeah, I can stare into mine, and you stare into your. You know where it is? It's right
Yeah.
over there.
Crossing streams.
Crossing Streams. Is that the name of the show?
Then you
Crossing
can do that at the
Streams.
end.
Crossing
There's a lot of
Streams.
stuff you gotta edit out.
Yeah. No, that's very. It sounds like you're into pee.
Yeah. Starting R. Kelly. Crossing streams.
Crossing the streams.
And then it
Yeah.
doesn't
weird.
flow. I don't know.
Well, we can both look in. If you look into yours and I look into mine,
Like,
right?
subscribe, comment, DM me
Right.
if you're hot. That's how I'm gonna
No, I don't have a sign off.
say that every time. I don't have a sign off.
We don't have a. We don't have a sign off. Bye. Yeah.
See, we just how long was that? Did it tell you?
Well, none of that was recorded.
Better, I swear to God.